Hello, my name's Miss Compton and I'm the early years lead here at Queen's Hill Primary School. I want to start by saying well done to all of our reception children. They have been amazing at coming in over the last week, and it's lovely to have so many smiley, happy faces. So well done for that. This time of year, we would normally invite parents in for a meeting to find a bit more about the year in reception and expectations for your child. We are going to be doing that meeting virtually tonight. I'm going to talk you through some of the really key points, and also there is a PowerPoint presentation for you to have a look at and find out a bit more information about reception. So I'm going to start by introducing you to the team. So we have Miss Butcher, who is the class teacher for green butterflies. We have Miss Smart, who is the class teacher for red butterflies, and I am the teacher of blue butterflies. What can you expect for your child's year in reception? So we really want the children to be really happy in school and make lots of new friendships. We want them to develop their independence, and we also want them to find out new experiences that they maybe haven't had before. It's also really important that they learn really early skills for reading, writing and early math. So we'll be supporting them with our teaching and the activities we have out. So a normal day in reception, our doors open at 8:40 for reception children to come in, and when they come into school we always have a morning activity for them to do. This might be name writing, it might be focused around fine motor skills, and that will be targeted at an area that we would like to support with. We then have register on the carpet, and we talk about the lunch choices. So please have a chat to your child beforehand and let them know what they're having for lunch that day. After that, we will do our carpet time. So first thing in the morning, we normally start with our phonics, so the children are fresh and excited to do that. And then after phonics, we move on to some independent learning. So that's learning both inside and using the outdoor environment as well. After that, we will have our snack, and for snack, the children are given a free fruit or vegetable and offered a glass of milk if they would like. We also have a maths carpet time where we do some counting or looking at some shape or a different area of maths. We also do some phonics games, which work on the children's oral blending. We call them Fred Talk, and we will do them every day with the children just to get them really used to hearing those sounds and blending them together. After that, it will be time for us to have our lunch, and the children will be going down to the lunch hall for their lunch with a member of staff. We then do register and carpet time when they come back, and we have more chance for independent learning both inside and outside. At the end of the day, we always finish with a story time or an assembly, and home time for reception is 3 p.m. So what does your child need to bring to school? I know I've covered some of this before in our induction meeting, but if you'd like more information on there, you can see daily if they bring in their book bag, and now every child should have their school diary, so please send that in with them and we will complete when we've done some reading with them in school. A pencil case with their name on would be really useful for them to be able to keep in school. A water bottle, and if that can be named, please. We do ask that they only bring water to school as we are a healthy school. If your child is having a packed lunch for that day, please send them with their packed lunch. And also, if you can send your child with some spare clothes, they can be kept at school, but we can then change your child if they have an accident or they've just got really mucky outside. In reception, we do lots of really practical activities. We love to do things in the mud kitchen, so we do sometimes get a bit messy. Along with our outdoor learning, that means that sometimes it is wet and when we are out there, so please you'll send your child with a waterproof coat and some wellies. Wellies can be kept at school and then your child can access them whenever they need. And please do name everything. It's really helpful if your child's things are named, and then we can help to return them back to them. So PE, I've had a few questions about PE. So we will be doing PE on a Wednesday. We won't be starting it until October, after October half term. So please don't worry, at the moment you have a little bit of time before then. After then, please send your child into school wearing their PE kit, and you will see some examples there of what our PE kit will look like. If you would like to purchase it from our school website, there is more information on the slide. So in reception, we follow the early years foundation stage. This begins in nursery and goes right through to reception. The way the children learn that we find in reception, the way they learn best is through play. So exploring the environment and being really active. So all of our activities will be tailored around that. Within the early years foundation stage, there are 7 areas of learning. Initially, we focus really heavily on our prime areas to make sure that they are all really secure, because once the children have them as a foundation, the other areas will flow much easier. So our prime areas are our personal, social and emotional development. So when they first start in reception, it will be developing new friendships, it will be making or building positive relationships with the adults in the class. In terms of their communication and language, it will be their speaking and their understanding, their listening attention. And we also have their physical development there. So their gross motor skills like running, jumping, climbing, as well as fine motor skills such as using tools and holding pencils to support them with their writing. We also then have our specific areas. So we have 4. We have literacy, so that involves both reading and writing. We have maths, where we have number and shape, space and measure. Expressive arts and design, which includes art, it includes role play and imaginary play, as well as music. So there's quite a lot involved within that. We also have understanding of the world. Within that, we learn a bit about the world around us and our environment. Also, we think about our families and friends, and we also think about technology within that. So in reception, we will have daily whole class carpet times for both maths and phonics. And then we'll have weekly carpet times for other focused areas of learning. And they will form part of our medium term and long term plans. In a normal week, the children will have a music session, and that will be taught by an external provider. And they also will have a PE session. We ask the children to complete one adult-led activity every week, and this is just towards supporting them to achieve their early learning goals at the end of reception. We also record children's child-initiated learning that takes place, and these will be uploaded onto Tapestry, which is our online learning journey, and I will talk a little bit about that in a moment. From week 3, so next week, we will start our daily writing activities. So the children will start learning some phonic sounds, and they will also begin writing those sounds. So that moves me on to phonics. In our school, we follow Read, Write, Ink, the scheme. That starts in our nursery and goes up through the school. It's a great way for the children to learn their letter sounds and to support them with their reading and writing. Initially, lessons will take place as a whole class, and then after half term, the children will be working in smaller groups, which will be more targeted to their next steps. We will also have daily Fred time to support the children's oral blending of sounds. And if you'd like to find out more information about our programme Read, Write, Ink, please follow the link on the PowerPoint, and there is a specific parent section on there for you to have a look at. It's really important that the children learn to form their letters correctly right from the start. So each letter sound, for instance, has a rhyme that goes with it. So is slither down the snake. So the children will learn that rhyme to support them with their sound. We'll be sending you home with a copy of all of these rhymes so that you can support your child at home with this as well as us in school. We will also be doing weekly fine motor activities, and this will help support your child with their pencil grip and making sure that is correct and helping them with their writing. After October half term, we will begin to send home some reading books and phonics activities as well. In the meantime, it's really important to carry on sharing stories with them. Have a look at recognising letters and sounds in the environment. So games like I Spy are really great for that. When we do send home reading books, they will be specifically matched to your child's reading level, and will link into their read write ink sessions. Um, we Every week your child will bring home a new library book that you can share together, and our library day will be a Wednesday. Please record all reading that you do in your child's school diary. So you should have now received your child's school diary home, and inside the first page, some examples of what it might look like if you filled out a weekly list of activities you've done at home. If you're reading with your child 4 times a week, 4 or more, then they will get a stamp at the end of that week. And once they've got 10, they will be sent home with a certificate. The children love to get these certificates, and it's really important that we fill that in at home and at school and try and get them all to achieving those stars. In reception this year, we are following a new scheme called Power Math. So Power Math is designed to spark curiosity and excitement and develop children's confidence in math. It also supports a growth mindset, which links into our school belief anyway. Each week in our home learning letters, we will also put some activities that link directly to what we have been covering in Power Math. So please have a look out for these. We will also be sending home this week our end of year expectations for maths, so you can see everything that we are going to cover. So keeping you up to date, we record all of the children's learning on Tapestry, which is our online learning journey. If your child was with us in nursery, that will just continue automatically up into reception. If your child is new to the school, you should have received an email to activate your child's Tapestry account if you filled in the online consent. Once you have activated, you'll be able to see what they have been doing at school and what they've been learning since they started. I think it's lovely to have a look at those pictures or videos, and it really gives a good picture of what the children are learning in school. If you haven't yet completed your Tapestry consent form, please fill in the online consent. We will resend the link to this. If you have any problems, please do email the office and we will get that sorted. If you'd like information or more information about Tapestry, please click on the logo on the PowerPoint and it will direct you straight to their website for more information. So another way of keeping you up to date is via our school website, and on there we have our specific early years section. So if you have a look there, you will see our blog and we will upload activities. If your child is having to self-isolate for any reason, we will also be providing some home learning on there, and we will put the links for that so you can access that while your child is not at school. Every week we will be uploading our learning letter onto Tapestry. So there you will find out what we've been doing in school, and there will also be some suggestions for home learning. We will send you home with a paper copy of our half-termly newsletter. That will have on it everything that we intend to cover this half term, and it will also have key dates and information for you. You can also keep up to date with things that are happening in the school via our Facebook and Twitter pages. Every half term, we'll be having what we call an Explorers Cafe. So this is an opportunity for you to learn alongside your child. Currently, these will be taking place remotely and you'll be sent a link to access this from your home. We have put together some planned dates for these, and you will see them on the list below. These are something we find that the children really love, and they love to show you what they have been learning, and they love to do activities with you. So please have a look for those dates. So ready, respectful and safe. These are our 3 school rules that we have been developing over the last few years. It's really important as we start to introduce these to the children that they are part of it and they have ownership of it. So we will talk be talking to the children about these rules, and we'll be thinking about what each one means. So for instance, ready, if we're ready for learning on the carpet, we might have our listening ears, our looking eyes, and our school legs. So the children read part of that in deciding what ready looks like. Alongside that, we have our recognition system, and that we will relate to our growth mindset crowns and help the children to all get onto the recognition board throughout that day. So it's a really positive can-do idea. What we will do is, for instance, say our target state is that all of the children are going to be have our listening ears on the carpet. So every time we see a child doing that, they will go on our recognition board, and then we get all of them on the recognition board before the end of the day. The children love to be praised and recognised for this, and we also encourage them to nominate their friends if they see their friends doing it, which works really well. Our school houses. So on the front of your welcome pack, which you would have received back in July, you'd have seen what house your child is in. So it will be related to one of Henry VIII's wives. Normally for curriculum days, your child will work within their school house. Currently, we won't be doing this, and they will be staying just within their class. But we will let you know as soon as we are able to mix with our other year groups. So top tip, please have a look at our learning letter on Tapestry. We will be putting on there lots of things about what you have been learning in class, and also some suggestions for home learning. No, parents find this really useful, just to have little games and activities that they can do at home together. Please make sure that everything is named. We have lots of children in our class, and it's really helpful to allow them to be more independent with their things if they are named, and we can support them to keep them in the right place. So please name everything. Have a look on Tapestry, so log on and keep up to date with what your child has been doing. And if you'd like to upload anything that they have done at home, you are able to do that as well, and we'd love to see some of the learning they are doing at home. If you have any questions or you'd like any advice, please do call the school office, and the email and telephone number are on there. Someone in the office could either help you, or they can pass you on to me to answer those questions. So I hope you have found our presentation useful today, and I've been able to answer some of your questions. Like I said, if you have any more questions that you need answering, please go to the school office via email or telephone, and we will get back to you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.